when I was younger, I used to go to school. And I remember sitting through class, and sometimes I would think, why the fuck do I need to know this? Fast forward 15 years, and now I do commentary for a living. And people send me videos like this called The Rise and Fall of DaddyOFive. From Family Prank Channel to Channel... Wait, I can't read. I guess I needed to stay in school. But from Family Prank Channel to Deleted. And I think to myself, why the fuck do I need to know this? And the answer is I don't. But I'm still going to watch it. Because I'm curious. And people ask me to. And they haven't stopped asking me to watch this for like a week. So, let's get it going.
Take a joke. Your faces. Take a joke. You're the only one in the house that can't take a joke and gotta act like a butthole.
It's just a prank, bro.
I told you to go after me and Cody.
It's just a prank.
What the hell?
So you all made me go through all this just for a stupid prank.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this.
Hello, human beings.
Jesus Christ, what the hell? Why is that kid so upset? This is terrible. You know, I think I remember like a prank to do in an Xbox. Is this what we're talking about?
The Life of Pi here. Today, I'm going to be talking about...
Yo, is this guy really from the Life of Pi, or is he just trolling me?
About DaddyOFive. DaddyOFive was a family YouTube channel that featured parents Mike and Heather Martin pranking their 5 children. Shockingly, though, many of the videos featured... which sparked tremendous...
What did it feature?
Pranking their 5 children. Shockingly, though, many of the videos featured...
child abuse? Okay.
Sparked tremendous backlash. As a result...
Damn, people are really afraid to say fucking words now. Didn't even say the word child. He couldn't even say the word child.
2 of the kids were taken away and the parents were convicted of...
Child neglect? Oh my goodness.
In addition, their channel was terminated by YouTube and the original videos are now deleted. This is the rise and fall of DaddyOFive. Before I get into the video...
I always see these YouTubers put their icons in the background. Are we supposed to do that? Mine's in a closet next to me. I didn't know you were supposed to put your shit on display.
I just want to say thank you for helping me get to 200,000 subscribers.
Hey, very cool.
I genuinely teared up seeing that number.
Hey, he's at 250 now. This is only from August. Good for that guy, bro. Hey, good for you, dude.
I appreciate the support greatly. Sorry, got emotional there. Well, today's sponsor is Hunt-A-Killer. Hunt-A-Killer is a murder mystery.
Hey, I feel like you should censor the word killer because that could be YouTube demonetized.
What clues
Fuck this game though.
A murder. The game also tells an and watch up on Zoom. One of my difficult case, Hunt-A-Killer.Cody for a 20 channel was created on August 13th, 2015. The parents often played pranks on the kids and recorded their reaction for YouTube.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do things like throw my kid in a garbage can and leave him at the curb and see what happens. It's just gonna be called Epic Garbage Prank.
Initially, the pranks were benign, such as egging one of them or making them dance.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Do they live in like a mobile home? I'm not trying to be classist or rude, you know. I've been to some really nice trailer parks, and then I've been to some not so nice trailer parks. And let me tell you, the not so nice trailer parks have girls there. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I shouldn't be too explicit.
Oh my god.
Mike
also performed challenges like drinking ghost pepper hot sauce.
Ew.
Viewers found these skits fun.
Mike, what the fuck's the matter with you? What is your wife is probably very upset with the taste of your glob sauce, you know what I'm saying?
Funny and enjoyable, which allowed them to reach 100,000 subscribers in August 2016.
And it still keeps going up. Damn!
Well, it's still gonna keep going up. But now you're really...
How young are these people?
That hurdle. I gotta wait and look for your email from YouTube.
Motivated, Mike and Heather kept posting more pranks to boost their subscriber and viewer counts even more. However, their content also became increasingly shocking. The parents clearly disregarded the health and safety of the children. One of them, Cody, was particularly targeted. Now, don't get me wrong, all of the Martin children were bullied, but Cody was definitely picked on the most. He was known to have a condition called oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD. According to the Cleveland Clinic, children with ODD may express their defiance by arguing, disobeying, or talking back to adults. So when Mike...
What, is that a thing? Continue pattern of uncooperative, defiant, hostile, annoying behavior towards this behavior often this speaks child normal data function. I feel like this disorder is something that's developed through shitty parenting. I mean, I could be wrong. I might just be wildly ignorant on this. Anyway.
Children with ODD may express their defiance by arguing, disobeying, or talking back to adults.
All right, so this guy's 38 years old. The dad? Okay, he's 38 now, which means that, what, 6 years ago? He was like 33. He looks like he's fucking 12 or younger. Not old,
So
that
when Mike
young,
or another
but-
family member bullied Cody, his angry reactions made him camera fodder. For example, in one video, Mike threw away Cody's toys because he was misbehaving, which caused him to get extremely upset. Of course, his reaction was filmed.
Don't do it! Please
You ain't gonna clean the room.
Don't throw it away, Daddy! No!
Jesus Christ.
It's gone.
Like, listen, I'm all for pranking your kids, you know, throw some cheese at their face. My mom, you know, it's funny, my mom, I have cousins, I have little cousins, and she would teach them how to, like, do an appropriate thing. Like, she would teach them how to, like, spit, like, just spit food out of their mouth. She would, like, hey, do this, and then she would, like, blow her cheeks up, and then, like, smack them. And then this way, when the kids went home, they would do that to their parents. That was a funny prank. But this is, like, terrible. I mean, your kid is literally in distress. This is horrible.
However, it was apparent Mike
Hey, epic light your kid's bedroom on fire prank.
instigated
Woo!
and Cody constantly. In a video called Cody is Bad in School, Mike screamed at him even after he clearly asked not to be filmed. Oddly, the other children were watching and operating the camera, which wasn't a healthy dynamic to say the least.
I mean, yeah, you're just teaching your kids that it's okay to bully this kid, you know?
Do you pay the bills in this house?
No, but they don't need to be recording my room.
Look
They
here.
can get that camera out of here.
Cody, stop yelling at me. You wanna drop a level? Stop it!
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
If I had to put it down.
Back up!
What the fuck, bro? This is horrible. This feels like one of those situations where, like, the dad is basically instigating. They're aggravating their kid to the point where they're going to be more defiant, and then when they are more defiant, they're like, "Hey, I'm going to yell at you for being a bad kid." Like, that's quite literally abusive.
Do you want to start being bad again?
No, I don't want
Do you want to lose a level?
No.
What does lose a level mean, dude? That sounds. Is there some kind of weird system?
Clean this motherfucking room.
I don't want them recording my
Cody,
room.
clean this damn room now.
Later in the vlog, it was revealed Cody physically harmed himself at school. Instead of helping him
Jesus.
though, Mike berated Cody and called him stupid.
You kept scraping your arm to make it bleed.
I didn't scrape my arm.
You kept scraping instead of doing his work. It's recording. Instead of doing, can you back off until
This is a Keemstar energy here.
I finish, please? Instead of doing your work, instead of writing information, you decided to keep scraping your arm and making it bleed.
I didn't scrape my
And you
arm.
did not return your red folder from test week.
Dad, make sure I have.
Why the f are you scraping your arm to make it bleed? What is wrong with your head?
Dude, this is insane. This is a 38. So at this time, this guy's like 33 years old, and your kid's scraping there, like basically like doing self-harm. And you're like, what's wrong with you? I feel like I understand mental health counseling shit wasn't really super big in 2016, I guess. But I feel like, I mean, I don't think it was actually like that bad. I feel like you should have known, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't scream at my kid.
Cody!
Yeah, kid cuts himself, prank gone wrong.
He didn't scrape his arm. Give me your arm. He didn't scrape his arm, says the band-aid on his damn arm.
Yeah, this kid looks pretty cool though with the glasses. I'm not gonna lie.
How stupid can you be to lie to me about you didn't scrape your damn arm? You got a big ass band-aid on your arm. You just lied to me.
Mike's atrocious behavior and parenting skills were alarming. Sadly, Heather's were equally as bad if not worse. In a video called Getting Ready for Disney, Heather outright said she didn't want to take Cody to Disneyland because he was going to make everyone miserable. She stated,
What? Dude, what the fuck? You're gonna Home Alone this kid on purpose? That's fucked up, dude. These two are horrible parents. This is the fucked up thing. Like, listen, I understand, like, you have a child, maybe they're more difficult, right? Subtract the camera. You might have a kid that's more difficult than the other kids, and you may not particularly care for your kid as much as your other kids. I think that's normal. But you know, as a human, while you may have your own particular biases, you know that you need to love your kids equally and set equal standards. Like, that's what being a parent is about. You have 3 kids, one of them's kind of an asshole, you go, okay, I know he's an asshole, but I gotta treat him like one of my kids. It's perfectly normal to not like your kid that much, but you have to force yourself to like your kid. That's life. Like, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. You don't have to like them, but you force yourself to like your kid. But what makes it worse is that they're basically putting their kid in a situation where they're going to have more problems. And then when the kid has problems, they're like, wow, I can't believe you have problems. It's fucking incredible. It's like when it'd be like if you force someone to eat shit and then you're like, wow, your breath smells like shit. It's like, wow, I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah, what's unfortunate is this guy's probably still being an abusive piece of shit. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like, it's not like he slightly crosses the line and it's like a little abusive. This is like far over the line. So this is probably just an exaggerated version of himself. Money and fame, I think they really just make people become the worst of themselves. So
She didn't want him to come because he threw feces in their home.
Already today. Because Cody was bad.
Hold on.
Come because he threw feces in their home.
Cody's going to Nan's because Cody was bad and didn't earn going to Disney. Which sucks.
Why are you pissed off?
Because he's not going.
Whose fault's that?
It's his fault, but I'm still pissed off about it, babe.
So be pissed off at him?
No, I wanted to take it.
Okay, well, I don't want to take him.
Wow.
I love the boy, but I don't want to take him because he's bad at shit and he's going to make everyone miserable the whole time. He put poop everywhere.
I wonder why your kid is smearing shit everywhere. Maybe it's because you're fucking horrible parents and he's expressing himself in a weird way. Also, the way that you actually would operate. So let's say you were going to take your kids to Disney, right? And one of your kids was bad, but they weren't prompted to be bad by abusive, worthless parents. What you would say is, hey guys, we want to take you to Disney, but you all need to behave. And if you can't all behave, none of you are going to Disney. It's the best way to do it. Because you know what? Some people, even kids, they don't care if they get punished, right? But they do care if other people get punished for their bad mistakes. However, this is completely like non-applicable to the situation because this kid, he might have his own behavioral problems outside of the parents, but we don't know to what extent those problems would be without like massive amounts of child abuse.
Interestingly, in a later interview, Keemstar pointed out that some mental health experts suggested throwing feces may be a sign of
apparently
mental trauma. Just say the word mental trauma.
the reason why he wasn't going is because he, put feces everywhere or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was, and if you guys don't want to share, that's fine. But he said that he talked to mental health experts, and they said, this could be a sign of
the fact that Mike and Heather were
Of trauma? Yeah, it could be. Sure.
planning to abandon Cody because of bad behavior was incredibly ironic considering they were legitimately him.
Abusing, yeah.
He also dished out excessive...
Oh, thank you so much for the thing. This guy's horrible, worse than my dad, and he left me as a baby. Hey, my dad too, bro. We're better off. This dad's a fucking scum fuck. My mom would have killed my dad, though, if this is how my dad treated me. So, shout out to awesome moms.
punishments such as burning Cody's Pokemon cards because he didn't do his homework.
Mega Tarantapop, whatever the hell it is. Japanese all shiny. You got them sentences done? No? Alright, bye-bye.
To make matters worse, one of the older sons, Jacob, often harassed Cody and the other kids. Notably, in one
That kid have a fucking knife in his hand?
worse, one of the older sons, Jacob, often harassed
Dude, what?
Cody and
Or scissors?
the other kids. Notably, in one video, he even smiled.
You think that's fair to do? Okay, so you have to understand something. When your kid doesn't do a good thing, you can't destroy their property. That's not fair. It's not an intelligent thing to do. It's going to... when you raise your kids, you have to understand that you're passing along like your ideal. So if you think that it's appropriate to burn and destroy property when somebody doesn't do a thing, they're going to pick up on that and they're going to continue to engage in behavior that would align in that capacity. So when they have kids, they're going to think, oh, it's okay when somebody does a bad thing, it's okay if I destroy their things. So now that they take that and they personalize it, and all of a sudden they're in a relationship with somebody and they're destroying that person's things because they didn't do the right thing. It's not a healthy way to do it. That's not how you raise your kids, you know? It's unnecessary. Now, taking your kids' stuff away makes sense. Like, hey, I'm not going to let you play Pokemon cards with your friends. until you do your homework, that's totally fine. But to destroy their property when they don't do stuff is shitty parenting.
As he terrorized
Yeah, cycle of abuse,
All
yeah.
the purple stuff I want to call legend. Really, bro? Really? No one cares about your content.
Stop! I'm telling Dad! Stop!
And this is the thing, because like this kid, like turning off your kid's game or your brother's game while they play, it's not like that big of a deal. Like I know siblings will fight. But the problem is now the dad's passing on the like prankster bullshit, and this kid's gonna continuously just get worse and worse. They're just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And this kid's gonna be a cycle. It's a cycle of abuse. Somebody said, "What about those parents who remove their kids' doors?" I don't really know. Maybe I'll talk to Mom and Gut about that. It's not really a good thing to remove your kid's privacy, because you should allow your kid to have some level of privacy so that they can like feel like they have a place to escape to. But I guess it depends on the scenario. So if they're breaking their door, I guess you would remove it. I don't know.
I'm telling Dad.
In a weird display of power, Mike also used Jacob to carry out acts of like the time he encouraged him to slap his sister so hard she visibly grimaced in pain. One day, everything reached a tipping point when Mike and Heather posted a video called Invisible Ink Prank Epic Freakout. In it, Heather poured invisible ink on the carpet and then blamed poor Cody, who thought it was real.
What the did you do?
What?
What the?
I didn't do that!
What the hell is that?
Jesus Christ.
What the hell is that?
What is this?
Cody!
Tell me! I didn't do that!
You tell me what you did!
I swear to God, I didn't do that!
Cody!
All over your carpet!
I didn't do that! I don't have anything to color with it!
Why did you do that?
You ruined the carpet! Get out of here! Mind your
I didn't
business!
do that! Mom and Dad, I didn't
Oh
do
my
it!
God!
I felt so
Jesus Christ. You know, if you did that and you're like, Mike, what happened? Or what, the kid's name is Mike, is that whatever. You're like, oh, what happened? What happened? Why'd you do this? And they were like, I didn't do it. And you're like, oh, well, it's in your room. That would have been one thing, to play the prank and to be like, oh, okay, you know, like, oh, what happened? And like you have a little laugh about it. But they were fucking screaming at that kid. Like the kid actually was like the fucking Hitler. And this is fucking insane, dude. Like, this is legitimately abusive. Yeah, to scream is another thing. If they put the ink on the floor and they were like, oh, what did you do? How come there's ink on the floor? What did you do? That's not right. And the kid got upset. That'd be fine. You know what I mean? That's like a lighthearted prank. But screaming at the kid like he needs to die? Bro, what the fuck? These kids are, these parents are disgusting.
bad for Cody watching this. He sounded helpless and scared as the Martins continued hounding him and even blamed another one of their kids.
You obviously did! You've done this before! You've done this before!
I don't have anything to do that with! I don't have anything!
Cody, you did this!
That's his stepmom? That's the stepmom? Wait, has this been the stepmom the whole time saying that they don't want to take the kids to fucking Florida or whatever? Jesus Christ. Really? A stepmother? So like that adds another layer to me because, you know, as a parent, your kid's your responsibility. Step parents can absolutely be like parents. I understand that. But at the end of the day, if I was a stepdad, if I was a dad and I had like and my kids had a stepmom, and if my stepmom was ever like, "Oh, I don't want to take one of your kids to fucking Disney because they're an asshole," I'd say, "Go fuck yourself." I say that you're gonna stay home, and when we get back, I'll consider divorcing you, and I'm taking my kid. Like, what are you talking about? Like, your kids are your priority over your fucking, like, you know, your step parents or whatever. It's ridiculous. That's fucking insane. The fact that he allowed that to happen was fucking ridiculous.
I know, but I don't have anything that has ink or whatever that is.
Cody, you did this.
I didn't.
You did this. You know you did this.
I didn't do this.
You're writing 1,000 sentences.
Here too?
No,
You did it too.
In
Oh
April
my
2017, Philip
I want to hit these parents in the fucking mouth really hard.
DeFranco caught wind of the situation and made a video about the DaddyOFive channel. In it, he criticized the ink prank for being too excessive and stated the children may be being
people overreacting, or is this a serious issue? And I ask this question because if you've watched me for a while, you know when it comes to stories about kids potentially being I am very biased. I tried to explain the story as evenly as possible in the beginning, but it's impossible for me to hide the fact that if you treat a child like this, I hate you. And while the kids themselves either really or publicly will say that they don't think they're being abused, I am personally concerned for these kids, but I need to know what other people think, because stories like this do make me emotional.
Call to action by DeFranco, many people began to scrutinize the channel. Soon they realized the kids were in fact being abused, and the Martins received tremendous backlash as a result. Forced to respond, Mike and Heather released an apology video so terrible it could have been directed by Logan Paul. First, Mike said all the videos they made were fake and scripted.
I tiptoed around it because I was scared. I was scared. But now I
what was he scared
don't
of?
care anymore. I don't care anymore.
What's he afraid of?
Videos are fake. They're fake. They're over-exaggerated. Some videos are scripted.
Mike then claimed the family received death threats and tried to get sympathy by blaming DeFranco.
But
I mean, I'm okay with the parents getting death threats. I mean, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Well, are we supposed to be upset? Oh no! The abusive parents are getting death threats. Oh no! This is so terrible. Somebody call the police, please.
this DeFranco guy and all that, he made a video about us.
He literally slammed his kids' heads into bed frames. That's fucking terrible. Did that really happen? I hope this is in the video. He smacked them around and encouraged them to fight each other. Jesus Christ.
Steamrolling us. He never contacted me or anything. He never asked me if anything was real or...
Who cares? There's no way this is fucking faked.
Or anything like that. He never tried to interview me. He never researched nothing. He watched a few videos and boom.
And because of that video, we now have real danger.
I hope so. Your kids are better off in foster care. Let's hope that you're in real danger. You know, it's so interesting because it's fun because, you know, my friend Joe Bartazoli, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just so dumb. His content is, sometimes he'll make fun of like fake pranks. But you know, those fake pranks I think are okay because they're stupid and fake and you can tell that they're fake, but it's better than this. You know what I mean? Like the real pranks that get people really hurt.
Somebody tried to run my wife off the road with the kids in the car.
Oh, that's terrible.
We got death threats coming to us and everything. My kids are terrified. They can't go.
I'm sure they've been terrified for years.
Go outside. They can't. I'm so scared for when they go back to school. This guy put us in huge danger. He put my kids and family in huge danger over fake videos. Now, maybe I should have came out sooner and said that they were fake or something, but like I just said, my kids love this YouTube, and I did it for them. And I'm taking all this hate right now for them.
And they were begging us, please don't tell that we faked some of our videos.
They don't want to.
You expect me to believe that kids were like, no, Daddy, don't tell them that we faked some of the videos. Why would they think that? Also, they keep saying the word some of their videos, which is probably true. There's probably a couple of videos that are fake. It probably started a little more fake, and then it just got worse and worse as they saw like literal child abuse was making the money. Which, by the way, like shame on people who actually enjoyed the content.
They don't want to lose you guys. I mean, we don't want to lose you guys, but they really have worked hard on this. This is their project.
I'm sure they work very hard in therapy. Yeah.
It's their thing they do, and we're going to continue to make videos.
Notably, Mike tried to defend the decision to go to Disney and leave Cody behind by saying he would have just got lost.
I mean, Cody not going to Disney and stuff like that. I didn't want to take him into a huge crowd and him run off and get kidnapped or something. Or
well, then you shouldn't have taken any of your kids to Disney. I don't understand.
The boy tends to wander sometimes, and we were worried.
So put a leash on him. Honestly, as embarrassing as it is, get one of those fucking child leashes and put him on the kid. They got that. That's what I'm gonna do. Call those white people with leashes. You put the fucking harness on the kid. You put a leash on them. They run around. You fucking snap them back. That's why they can't run off. Put a leash on your kid. I don't care. It looks weird. Definitely a white person moment, but like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Worried about him. We already planned on taking him to VidCon.
Appalled, Philip DeFranco dissected their shitty video like it was a rotting frog in an elementary school science class. He stated that the videos were clearly not fake because they showed real pain and reactions. He also mentioned that blaming him didn't make any sense.
You try to blame me, but this is just the world's reaction to seeing children in distress. Little defenseless children. Not adult actors on one of those fake prank channels or fake reality channels. Children being handled emotionally and physically in a way that shocked the world. And you can't be surprised that the world would have an adverse reaction. But based on
Conditioning your kids to be furries with leashes? Shut the fuck up, dude.
your last video.
You know what would be so funny is we got to a world where like everybody was expected to put leashes on their kids, and then all of a sudden the ones that didn't put their kids on leash or kids in leashes, the ones that didn't put their kids on leashes, all of a sudden like they were abusive because your kid could run off. That'd be a crazy world, bro.
Video, I don't think you're ever really gonna see that, and that disappoints me.
After a failed apology video and 2 critical videos from DeFranco, Mike and Heather became public enemy number 1. They were already being investigated by Child Protective Services, and the spotlight wasn't going anywhere. On April 28, 2017, Good Morning America even covered this situation. In May 2017, Mike's ex-wife Rose won full custody of Emma and Cody.
Parents pulling pranks on their kids, screaming at them, causing them to cry hysterically. And the videos racked up millions of views. But the young...
Isn't it crazy though that like how long did this went on for long enough for this person to get like over 100,000 followers, right? So isn't that crazy that even in YouTube, like there was a period where child abuse was okay until another YouTuber had to call it out. Like YouTube saw a popular channel that was completely created on the foundation of child abuse. Oh, he was in the millions? And it took another YouTube commentator to be like, hey, this is abusive. And then YouTube's like, I guess we gotta get rid of him. Like, this is what I'm talking about. YouTube doesn't give a fuck. I get shitty. They just care about what the reaction is. They allowed child abuse to be on their fucking thing.
Youngest 2 are Heather Martin's stepchildren. Now their biological mom has come forward, releasing her own video with her lawyer, announcing that Michael and Heather Martin have lost custody, and the children are now in her care.
In September 2017, Mike and Heather were charged by the state of Maryland for 2 counts of
neglect of a minor. That's it?
And were sentenced to 5 years probation.
That's it? Probation of what? Having kids? What?
However, Mike and Heather rebranded to DaddyOFive and continued posting videos as if nothing happened. Sadly though, the videos appeared just like their old ones, which resulted in YouTube terminating both the DaddyOFive and
So they made new content that was still abusive after that. So if they had this intentional abuse channel, DaddyOFive, and then they made FamilyOFive that was supposed to be more family friendly, but they were still engaging in abusive tactics towards their kids, this means that these people are like inherently abusive. These people are just like tuned to be abusive towards children and should never have kids, and they should lose custody of their kids.
DaddyOFive channels in July 2018. The Martins then made a website where they posted vlogs and charged a $5 monthly subscription fee. The website is still active today. Interestingly, in November 2018, the 3 remaining kids, Jake, Ryan, and Alex, created a YouTube channel called The Martin Family. Mike and Heather sometimes make appearances in their videos. As of the making of this video, their most recent upload was on August 21st, 2021. Ultimately, the DaddyOFive YouTube
Martin Family? That's interesting. This shit's fucked up, dude.
YouTube channel was extremely problematic because it featured. Personally, I'm very glad that Cody and Emma were removed from the Martin family and given to their biological mother. Cody was undoubtedly the child that was terrorized the most, although Emma and the other kids were too. I am super grateful Philip DeFranco called attention to the situation. Seriously, hats off to him. I sincerely hope the Martins don't repeat their behavior with any of their children. I also pray Cody and Emma can recover from the abuse and trauma they experienced. It boils my blood when people harm children. It's seriously the worst. Gosh. Anyways, thanks so much.
This video was really good, but that end was like, God, I hate it when people bully children. Like, yeah, me too. It was just a bizarre way to say it. My goodness.
My blood when people pray Cody and Emma can recover from the abuse and trauma they experienced. It boils my blood when people harm children. It's seriously the worst.
It's seriously the worst, guys. I really hate it when they put mayonnaise on my hamburger. It's seriously the worst, dude. I don't think that he likes like child abuse. I just think that he tried so hard to make that video. That would make that like part of the video. That it came off as like a really weird. God, I hate it when you put mustard on my hot dogs. Fuck. It's like a Napoleon Dynamite film. Anyway, pretty good video.